Ayanakoji Phase 3. So far, it was probably the worst phase in my self-improvement journey, but it might also have been the best one. Who knows? This video is personal, so it's entirely up to you whether you want to watch it or not, although I still think that you might be able to learn a thing or two from it, especially those people who are just starting with their self-improvement journey and are unaware of how intense the darkest phases of their self-improvement journey might be, just like how I was. So, without any further ado, let's get started. So just like in a business cycle, at the start of my final year in college, I was in the prosperity stage. Things were going good for me. I was accomplishing my goals, I was socializing more, I felt more confident about myself, and the biggest thing was that I had a crush on this girl whom I'll call, let's say, Mizuki-san. She wasn't really that special, to be honest, or she might be, secretly, who knows. But she was somewhat pretty and gave me these positive, relaxing vibes. So yeah, I was getting along with her pretty fine as well. Everything went smoothly until I started feeling overconfident. My grades improved, my skills improved, and many other aspects of my life improved quite a bit. So I felt like a king, or maybe even a dictator. Naturally, I became more and more cocky and arrogant and started showing off my knowledge and skills way too much. It's pretty embarrassing to me right now when I'm thinking about it. So I started having more fun and even flirted with some girls, especially Mizuki-san. I even stopped paying attention to some classes, thinking that I didn't even need my professors and that I could just do everything by myself. So everything went super well for me until I started to notice that things were slowly going south for me. Mizuki-san started ignoring me, most probably because of what I did in the boom stage. I started using faulty logic rather than thinking carefully and thoroughly. I started losing my planning and strategizing abilities, and I started losing my discipline and focus. The only thing that stayed the same were my grades. I tried my level best to fix things, which I should have done earlier, but I just couldn't. It felt as if I was being sucked into a huge, never-ending black hole. It was clearly the worst stage in my college life, or even in the past 5 years or so. I completely messed up a task that I was supposed to do as the head of a committee for an event, so I got a lot of scoldings from one of my professors. And what was even worse was the fact that it completely shattered my self-confidence because of how much I thought I was perfect. Thankfully, this phase only lasted for a couple of weeks or so, but I felt terrible. I somehow managed to look like I was doing fine superficially, but I was not. I almost completely lost the routine that I had until then. I became even more indisciplined and unfocused. I started doing more and more unproductive things and even started after a really long time. I even increased my screen time and ate more junk food, although not excessively, and was lazy with everything. As for Mizuki-san, even though I told my subscribers that I was gonna forget about her, I kind of did, but I was completely confused about my feelings for her now. Slowly but surely, I pulled myself up. I fixed the things that I messed up in my job as a committee head. I started getting along with people more, slowly became more disciplined and focused, especially since my final exams were coming up, and even Mizuki-san started talking to me again. But now, there's one problem. I still wasn't really able to focus that much on my studies as I was still confused about my feelings for Mizuki-san, so I probably did the worst thing possible, or maybe the best. This is where things deviate from the general economic theory of business cycles. I decided to be like Hachiman and confess to that girl with 100% honesty. I got rejected. I could have things done more smoothly, but I just wanted to get her out of my head, so I thought that the best solution would be to completely end things with her and at least get a definite outcome and a sense of relief rather than dealing with the horrors of uncertainty. She even texted me to ask whether I actually meant what I said and how it was unexpected that I actually confessed to her. We then texted for some more time and cleared things up. Ever since then, she hasn't talked to me at all, exactly as I planned, but I did feel really bad about it for the first few days. It felt as if I had destroyed our friendship, but if our friendship could be broken so easily, it was never really that strong to begin with. But then, as I was feeling really terrible about myself, I found him. Let's call him Jiro-san. He was just like any other classmate to me before, but we did recently participate in a competition together, and we also wanted to write a research paper together, but due to certain inconveniences, we couldn't carry it out. So, as we were discussing about the failed research paper, for some reason, I even told him about the confession thing without revealing Mizuki-san's identity, of course, in any way. Jiro-san then gave me a bunch of motivational advice, told me about how he could relate to me, and also suggested me a proper workout routine and gave me suggestions to increase my protein intake. I know that this sounds like some made up, got rejected by a girl, started hanging out with a gym bro kind of story, but whatever I'm saying right now is 100% true. Which a freaking shock. It's a shock to me as well, not gonna lie. So now I'm once again trying my level best to improve myself and feel happier. At the time that I'm currently writing the script, my final exams for this semester are about to end, and I'm planning on making myself much better than I ever was after it ends. And if possible, I'm also gonna join a gym, which will require at least 2 hours of my time per day. And considering the fact that my workload as a student is only gonna increase, and also that I have to prepare for my postgraduate entrance and upload regularly on this channel, it's a lot. But I won't give up, cause I really want to achieve my goals and dreams. Plus, I've also been trying some new things in order to get new perspectives for life and also to be happier and have good memories while I'm still alive. For example, I recently ran a marathon and it was quite fun for me. So let me know if you have any other suggestions, and also let me know if you want any. So I hope that I'll do my best and that you guys will too. And in case, Mizuki-san, in case you're watching this video and you've figured out who I am, thank you for everything. And of course, thank you to all those people who watched this video till the end. It means a lot to me. See ya. Bye. Thank you.